To the 1920s, 1915, Birth of a Nation is released. Virulently racist movie. Revives the Ku Klux Klans. The Saturday after Thanksgiving in 1915 at Stone Mountain, Georgia, the second Ku Klux Klan is founded in an attempt to recover the great white empire of the South. But it wasn't just the South. It became a national phenomenon. And see if any of this sounds familiar. Why did the Ku Klux Klan get 3 to 5 million members from 1915 to 1926 or so? How was it that there were 6 governors, maybe 17 senators, and maybe 75 congressmen who were members of the Ku Klux Klan? How was it that there were 103 ballots at the 1924 Democratic National Convention, driven by the fact that there were 347 Klan delegates who would not vote for Al Smith, an Irish Catholic? How was it that 50,000 Klansmen marched down Pennsylvania Avenue in the summer of 1925? Fear of immigration, anxiety about crime, anxiety about a shifting economy from a largely agrarian and understandably industrial one to a more complicated one. The introduction of a national culture as opposed to a local one with the spread of radio starting in 1921. Think about it. If you were a householder in what we would now think of as a red state, you totally controlled the media, the information, the experiences your family had until about 1922. And then you bought this box to have the world come into your home, and suddenly people you didn't know and didn't know anything about were programming things in New York and some place called Hollywood. It was disorienting. And a reaction to that disorientation was fear. And fear is what drives eras like our own. Aristotle said that fear is the anxiety produced by the loss of what we love. The loss of what we love. And what happened from 1915 to 1925 is largely what's happening today. There is a fear among an extraordinary number of people who look a lot like me and who come from states like mine that the demography of the country is changing, the economy of the country is leaving them behind, and they don't want to live in Barack Obama's America, they want to live in Donald Trump's. And let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart. 20 years from now, we will be living in Barack Obama's America, not Donald Trump's.